Come and brew with us. This is RNG Tea with Christine Kooky Solis and Sarah Skopik.
It's locked.
With your random sips of life and gaming.
Alright, hello! Again, this is RNG Tea. I'm Christine Solis, aka Kooky, and I'm joined by Sarah Skopik. How are you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? You got a kitty in your lap.
I do have a kitty in my lap. Yeah, I have a kitty. Thank you. And we are also joined by our producer, Audiomancer, Lloyd. How are you doing, Lloyd?
My fucking avatar program just shut down, like, for no fucking reason. Cool. I'm doing good.
Awesome. I can tell. Okay, so
there we go.
We stream our episodes live here on twitch.tv/RNGNT, so obviously you can tell it's live stuff. We love for you to join us we do read our Twitch chat, so thank you so much from everyone in Callie's raid. That's twitch.tv/Escalia. We got, oh my gosh, we have a lot of people. Dolvik, Celtic Crow, Dolvik, oh, I said Dolvik twice, sorry. Turlo Griffin, I am so sorry, I am bad at pronunciation names. Shiru Origami, Buttered Apple, Ralnacor, Trash Panda TV, Omega Volta, just going through Selphane, Malcuria. We love you all. Thank you so much for joining us here. We are definitely going to be reading the Twitch chat and comments, so anything we are discussing, we will read it out loud, right? All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll try.
We'll get there. All right. So, excuse me before I burp some wine bubbles.
It's a good night, everybody.
It is a good night. RNG updates. We will start with our top 500 moments. I'm not going by the outline, obviously. Hashtag top 500 moments. Top 500 is dedicated to our dear friend, William. He unfortunately passed away last year, but he would always come in, be confident, give us our support, to be the cheerleader of everyone's stream, so we dedicate it to him. So our hashtag top 500 moments. We are at number 10, Sarah.
Yeah, so I just finished today, actually. I just finished my last day full-time at my old job, and I'm starting my new job come Monday, which is both exciting and terrifying at the same time, because I am going from essentially nonprofit work to private practice for therapy. So it's very exciting and quite terrifying at the same time. So thank you guys all for your support, and we'll see how that journey goes. My hope is it'll be, I may still have some crazy hours there, but hopefully I won't have to work as much and I will have a little better work-life balance.
Very, very cool. Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you.
Very, very good news.
Woo!
When can I book my appointment?
You and I are too close as friends for you to see me. I already had a friend that asked me legitimately if they could see me for service, and I went, no. Ethic-wise, I am not allowed to. I can refer you to someone, but I can't see you.
Yes.
You wouldn't charge me. That's not.
No too much. No too much.
Exactly.
Yes. So if you do have a hashtag top 500 moment, anything, let us know in the chat. We'll read it off or tweet us out wherever. We need to do reminders. Lloyd, do the reminders on social media.
Oh, God.
Do it now.
I'm so bad.
Your VTuber face when you were like, oh, God, was very... I looked so guilty.
Oh, God.
It's perfect.
It's because, like, my eyes literally open when I do that, and that's probably the only time my eyes are ever open. I look like Brock IRL, so just closed.
Oh, jeez. Robbie says, can we get Kooky and Sarah to play Phasma with us one day? Yes, you just got to let us know the time and date because I got to pencil you guys in.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Kooky is a very busy person, and if you don't get her within 2 weeks of advance notice, you're not getting any time with her.
At least
Yeah,
a
we
week.
scheduled the 27th, like 4 months out. So.
Exactly. So, you know.
Exactly. If you guys don't know, the last episode we did say that I did get promoted, so now I'm on call because I'm salary. The salary life.
Yay, corporate.
Yay, salary life. Christine froze.
Shit.
Oh shoot. Stream die. Oh, the stream's not dead. I think the stream's okay. I think Kooky just left the call.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can
We
now.
can
Yep,
hear
you're
you
good
now.
now. You're back. What happened?
My cat touched things.
Fucking Thomas. Goddamn Thomas. Even though my middle name's Thomas.
No! I'm gonna call you Tom now.
Why? I have 2 other names that are weirder than Tom.
That's true. Thomas is that as a middle name. That is, I don't know. I guess I'm just not. I have like the most generic middle name ever, so I find that interesting. Anyway,
Well, for the longest time, I thought it was K because I'm gonna tell people my real name, whatever the fuck. My grandma used to, whenever she was mad at me, she'd go Aaron K. Pillen. I didn't know my middle name until I was like 10 when I went to school, and they're like, Aaron Thomas Pillen, and I'm like, that's not me.
what?
Yeah, no, that's not me.
Wait, why'd your grandma call you K?
Because it was good alliteration. Because Aaron K. Pillen just sounds like you have balls behind it. Like, it stopped me in my tracks. But I thought that was my middle name was K for the longest fucking time.
No, I don't blame you. Oh, that's so funny and ridiculous.
Yes, so obviously we talk random things here. Next up, rolling in stress. Lloyd, I don't know what's going on. I haven't even got a ping for it. I ran out of breath in the middle of that sentence.
Yeah, you ran out of energy, ran out of steam. There's been a lot of life
Basically,
issues.
This last month, Bill's been busy as fuck with his job and his family, which totally fine. Sunny was moving.
She moved and she still doesn't have internet. So
We're
Yeah.
waiting for her. And I kind of just want everybody together when we play that game instead of like just because it's our thing. So
Yeah. No, I agree.
hopefully in September, I'm not going to put a definitive date out there because I still haven't gotten with Bill and everybody else. So be on the lookout for that. If not September, for sure. October's next month.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that's how dates work. So
Yeah, that's how
hopefully
months
between those times.
That's how time moves, everybody. All right.
All right, we're drunk and buzzed. Let's go. Next. All right, so we got that down. Any other updates that's going on in life? What are you playing?
I finally got the Great Ace Attorney. I've only played the first case. I just haven't, with the last week of work, things have been pretty crazy. So I'm expecting to do more this weekend. But it is it's not a new game. It was never released in the States. It was always in Japan, but it's the next installment of the Ace Attorney series. So I am excited. We'll see. I'm getting a little impatient because like the first case, of course, was the what do they call it? The tutorial case, and tutorial cases in Ace Attorney are always a drag because you always have to explain to you how to press buttons, and it's very annoying. So because I've played so many of these games, but that's okay because we're getting to the good stuff, and I'm excited to see them.
Nice. Lloyd, what are you playing?
I decided to pick up Dreamscaper again because it finally did come out fully, and the pre-release game, the early access, was kind of like weird and jumbled up, but now like the actual release product, like it's really good. Like it has a solid story. The roguelike elements are exactly like Hades, except with like real world weapons and shit like that. And the protagonist is a girl who you finally figure out lost her sister, and that's why she's depressed. So that's what like the biggest fucking overarching thing. That doesn't give anything away because you find that out like in the opening cutscenes. So just go play the fucking game. But like when I was playing through it pre-release, it was like, why? What's wrong with this girl? I want to know what's up with her life, and it's an amazing game.
Yes, go check it out. Big thank you to Afterburner Studios for giving us a key to try out the game first.
Thank you.
Well, I got to try it out actually.
Yeah,
I tried it out. Was it last year when they gave us those keys? Or was it earlier this year?
It has to be last year.
Must have been last year. I don't know if we've gotten
because I was gonna say we haven't really updated our website except for podcasts.
Yeah,
all this year. But I put the link in the Twitch chat if y'all want to check it out. But again, it's at rngnt.com. Lloyd, you have a sad face.
Why do I have a sad face?
I don't know.
Oh, but sad face or just fear face?
Not the other.
I farted. It's okay.
Oh, jeez. I haven't played anything. All I've been playing is mobile games, which is a pretty sad life for me because that's all the time I have.
Mobile games are games.
They are still games. Okay. But I understand the frustration. There are some nights where all I can do is a mobile game, so I understand.
I know, it sucks. And my PS5 has dust, and I'm staring at it right now. I'm like, I need to dust that thing up.
Yeah.
Yikes. Big yikes. So what games are out there right now? Tweet at me at Kooky Persona. Let me know what games are you going to play. I know we want to still play, it looks like Phasmo with Robbie. Again, pencil us in.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'll be very exciting because I don't know very well how to play Phasmo. So I do a lot of just kind of walking around and just like, I got a camera. What do I do here?
Exactly.
That's okay.
It's okay. I'll be there too.
Our people will talk with your people and we'll...
Exactly. We're that busy. Robbie says, Kenna Bridge of Spirits. What is that about? Omega Wildhouse says, Guilty Gear Strive. I haven't been a big Guilty Gear fan.
I don't remember if it's coming for the PS5. I know it's coming for the Switch, but the new Life is Strange game is coming out on September 10th. So I'm sure Callie's going to be playing a lot of it, and I'm going to as well. Because there's an empath character, and I have a weird obsession with those, so...
Yeah, Kooky, I was going to ask you, can you ask Bezos why he delayed New World?
No comment. Anyway.
No comment.
Ooh, so Kena Bridge of Spirits, it looks Zelda-ish, but you play a young girl, and you have, I think, a spirit companion, and it looks gorgeous. Link in the chat.
Is this a PS5 exclusive? Please tell me it's not PS5 exclusive.
I hope so.
It looks like a PS5.
It's
it
PS5,
definitely
PS4.
sounds like one.
So, it says PS4.
Who plays their PS4 anymore? Like, it's just a hunk of plastic now.
If you don't have a
I'm
PS5,
like,
you
if you don't have a PS5, yeah, exactly. Which, did I mention we finally got a PS5, by the way?
Yes.
I don't think I did? Okay, sorry. I couldn't remember if I already did or not. It was a little anticlimactic because none of us have had time to actually use it, but my brother and I did download Samurai Warriors, the latest one, because we love those Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors games. It's what I grew up on, so that was fun.
Nice. Sorry, I saw the word dick in our chat.
Distracting,
in
understandable.
outer space.
Thank you, Delvic, for that wonderful moment. All right, so obviously there's no updates from my life. I've just been working. Kooky workaholic, that's just me. I am so sorry. I will definitely need to play something soon. So giving me, you guys gotta like text me or something and say, hey, Kooky, get off your work computer. Let's play.
I can do some timed text for you. You know, you can like send. You know, you can like send text messages, but like delay when you're gonna send them.
I know, right?
Who is that for?
Who's what?
Huh?
Why would you delay text? Like,
they're actually I've used it before. Sometimes I hate. My brain is kind of dumb, and I'll think of a message I want to let someone know, but it's late at night. And I don't really want to bother them at that time, so I asked to send it later. I also did it once for Callie. She was, this was before we lived together. She was out and like doing some, like out of state for something. And she's like, can you remind me that I need to do like XYZ. And I was busy. And so I set up like 2 text messages 2 hours apart. They were like, remember to do this. So, I mean, I use it, but I'm weird.
I guess, but like the only thing I could see it being is like you turn that on for yourself. So it like does all the text messages while you're drinking. So you don't text exes during that time.
I like it.
But like, I don't know any other way to do that.
I like it.
It's hard to. I have never wanted to drunk text an ex. I know that's a thing, but just goodness, someone would have to be very. If I ever did that, that I was not just drinking alcohol. So I think it's very wrong with me. Time difference. That's true.
Yes,
that's true.
There's a time difference with playing games with you guys because y'all are in Eastern time.
Yeah,
I'm in Mountain Time, the best time. 1 hour ahead of you.
So why haven't you? I can't talk.
What?
Why haven't
She's trying to berate me, and she can't do it.
Never mind. Moments pass. Let's go.
What just happened? What do you want to ask?
Never mind. Let's
Okay.
Let's go. Yeah, time difference. I'm in India time right now, so.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you're like 14 hours ahead of us.
Mentally.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, we have Costa Rica that's 14 hours ahead apparently. Costa Rica and India. Anyway, news. What do we have here? U.S. government pressures gaming companies for consumer protection outline in the UK. What's going on over here? Is it about loot boxes?
Yes, it is about loot boxes. So like, it's really nothing official yet. Like from what I understand, it's more just Congress saying you guys should do this, but you know, what does that mean? But there was a letter. It was written to several gaming companies. That was signed by looks like it's
some big
a senator and 2 representatives of Democratic Party. Basically saying, hey guys, you know, UK had these rules for loot boxes. You guys should just do the same. The idea of making it, you know, better for children and less addictive and all that good stuff. So basically with the new UK rules, which I wasn't super familiar with at first, but they call it age appropriate design code, and it's set to roll out next when was this? Is this in August? So set out I think in September. It applies to social media platforms and even applies to Roblox and Minecraft, which are pretty huge games for the younger kid market. Specifically, the new rule forces companies to design their products in the best interest of children. So stricter privacy settings and policies, and restricted nudging techniques often used to encourage users to continue using the service, that kind of stuff.
So the only thing UK rules extend to minors under the age of 18. So like if I was 16, I'm old enough. I know what is wrong and right. And 17 or whatever, I can't do this unless I have my parents.
Well, it's just going to be a checkbox. You know, it's just going to be a checkbox. It's like, are you this age? Like, you did it with porn when you were younger. It's like, yeah, I'm 18.
Did I?
Everybody did it. I'm sorry. Man, woman, child, they all did it.
Child. All right. But yeah, yeah, I guess I don't, I mean, it is, yeah. I mean, I guess I wouldn't also think of it necessarily right or wrong when you're a 16-year-old. It's more of just that a lot of these things are meant and designed to get you to do more things. And so when you're 16, you might still be making money, and some people might be making their own money, or they're still borrowing their parents' credit cards, which is also part of what becomes a problem with these things, because they don't realize how much it racks up. So I don't know. When we talk about age, like children limits, it's all what's the word I'm looking for? It's all arbitrary anyway. Yeah. Like, let's be honest. So I think for this, it's just because of the fact that when you're 18, you usually get more independent rights.
That's one thing that, like, I've always never understood with parents. Why in the fuck would you link your credit card to your phone and then hand it to your, like, candy-riddled child?
I genuinely don't understand it either. The only thing I can think of is one thing that's unfortunate is a lot of these apps will not let you play unless you connect a card to it, I can't tell you which
I was
ones.
gonna say which one.
I've
Yeah,
wanted
I mean,
some of those with like the clicker games and shit like that. But
and so even if you don't use the credit card, and I had found personally that I don't know if they still do this, but I found that like even when you're just using on your iPhone and you're just you're just trying to get access to the Apple store, you often can't download things without linking a credit card to it. I don't know if that's still true, but I remember that used to be true. But yeah, it's so I think that's part of the issue. But also when it's not just that, yeah. I've seen some parents that have used, having like Roblox especially as a way to kind of get their kids to do chores, which I think is brilliant. So they have a debit card, that's the kids, that they attach to the account, and then as the kid does their chores, the parents put money in the debit card. And that way, if they overspend, nothing happens. It's a debit card. They just overspent. But also, it's a good way to kind of, encourage them to do things to earn cash. So there's ways to do it responsibly. There's just a lot of ways to also not use it responsibly.
Can't you make money off of Roblox though with your own creation?
Ooh, are we on that topic?
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
So I don't think it's in our outline, but like
No,
I think I
thought it was
remember.
supposed to.
No, I didn't put in there. So let me give some background to everybody because you guys don't play Roblox, right?
I've
Okay. So I'm going to do a quick overview because I don't think a lot of people in our generation do play Roblox. It's a lot of Mega Welts was saying that he has a friend whose daughter does. It's a lot of younger generation. Roblox has actually been around since like 2013 or even before that. I only know that because I work with a kid who's a teenager who joined in 2013. So take that as you will. And from what I understand, it appears at first like a guy online kind of thing. You have an avatar, you can buy things to like dress it up and make it look like things. But then there's also things called experiences. They can't call them games because if they call them games, Roblox would then have to be subjected to be like a game store like Steam, and they don't want to do that. So they're called experiences. And basically, you have your avatar and you enter these experiences. And they're usually like role play-esque. They're not tons of mechanics because they're usually user-made. So an example that I see all the time, you choose a role, but you go enter this world and you get to choose a role between civilian, criminal, and police officer. So once you have that role, you kind of role play that kind of character. There is a bit of a chat area and just do it. People have done tons of experiences that are based off of real games. So Hello Neighbor, if you guys remember that game, there were tons of experiences based off Hello Neighbor. It wasn't like the real game, but like someone had built the house or whatever. I have a kiddo who has the theme park one, loves it. You get to make your own theme park and go through the rides and all that stuff. So the thing that I didn't know, so this came out recently. There's a really good video. I put it in our RNG Tea Discord. I'll see if I can put it in the chat too. Someone just did a really good breakdown. Because what I didn't realize is that you're supposed to be able to make experiences and make money. They actually encourage it. Like Roblox has a whole thing where they encourage young child designers to make an experience, and they have this deal where they can make money off of it. But very quickly, and I'm just going to kind of go through it fast just because there's a lot of details, but basically you can't make money off of it. It's almost impossible. And here's kind of why, to go as quickly as possible. You have a kid who makes the game and you put it up, and already Roblox takes like 74% of the cut already.
Jesus, fuck,
yeah,
really?
So already it's huge. On top of that, any money you make is put into Robux. Robux is the currency. And so it turns into Robux. You cannot turn Robux into cash unless you have around 100,000 Robux, which is about $1,000. So you can't even take the money out until you have 100,000 Robux. And when you even do that, the percentage from that is even less. So let's say you do get like 100,000 Robux, you only get maybe $300.
What?
And on top of that, so I just went like in a best case scenario, if you do actually get money, keep in mind that obviously you are competing against so many other people who are also doing experiences, including professional developers. And of course, Roblox doesn't exactly have a good method of helping young creators get seen. So you most of their front page is just full of like the most popular and usually the Roblox designed ones. So yours is like page 25. And on top of that, if you want to get noticed on the front page, you have to basically pay Roblox, kind of like how you pay Twitter to have your tweet seen. You have to pay Roblox for the advertising, which is already like a huge cut. So, yeah, child labor, guys. And there's nothing that these kids can do because the how they're making these games is Roblox proprietary stuff. So it's not like they can take the game and go elsewhere. It's also been shown that what they often do is when somebody makes an experience and seems pretty like a good idea, there's no real copyright thing. So professional Roblox designers will take that idea and polish it up and then put it on the front page. So yeah, Roblox kind of sucks. And the reason I think it's important to bring up is Roblox went public recently, meaning it's free for public stocks or whatever. And I don't remember the number, but the projected worth of it was 7 Ubisofts amount.
What's 7
and it was
Ubisofts?
7 Ubisofts.
Yeah. And it was maybe a little bit less than EA, but not by much.
What is 7 Ubisofts?
So basically what I mean is I don't remember the exact numbers, but how much like worth Ubisoft is in the like stock market, public stocks.
Oh.
Roblox is worth 7 of them.
Sorry, math.
So-
Yeah, 10. I think it might be 10 billion. I think that's their projected worth is 10 billion. So they are like yeah. So it's going to affect gaming, I'm sure, at some point. Yay.
Yeah, I'm like a lot of this shit. I'm kind of surprised that the FTC isn't like, yeah, you can't just name it different and it be different.
Yeah.
Dumbasses. Like,
I mean,
that's sickening.
one of the things they might be able that might legally be it might become a legal question. Remember how I mentioned how any money that you do get from Roblox turns into Robux and how like it's almost impossible to get that into actual cash? Well, we do in like physical work have a law against that. I don't know if you guys knew this. I didn't know this, but like back in, I want to say it was the 1920s, there were certain mining companies where you weren't paid in cash in US dollars. You were paid in essentially their special mining company cash that you could only use to buy services. Like they had their own like stores and stuff like that. So you could only pay it back into the company. You couldn't go out, to a local grocery store or wherever store you wanted to and use it. And that was deemed illegal. So their only reason they're getting away with it here is because A, stuff with minors is always tricky, but also B, it's digital. There's no law really right now about digital. So that could be a way to kind of stop all this. I don't know, but it's one avenue that might be of an interest of court case.
Very interesting.
It's just insane.
It's
But
absolutely
your
insane.
whole like company store thing, it reminds me of that old 40s song. I can't remember the name of it, where he's like, sell your soul to the company store. Fuck, I wish I remembered the name of that song.
I'm going to post a video in the chat. It's from People Make Games. They do a really good overview of this whole situation. I went really fast and I probably missed a bunch of details. Definitely, I would watch that if you want to kind of have a better understanding. It's very
Thank you,
interesting.
Omega Waltall, for pointing out which song I was talking about.
There you go.
16 tons.
I'm like over here like reading through the damn terms and conditions like a freaking corporate person. I mean, anyway.
For Roblox?
How can I fuck my customers? No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, a Roblox.
Yeah.
Terms
Roblox also is really scary because there's really no moderation at all. Because I've seen it. Like my kids show me the game, and yeah, like that chat, like in all those experiences, there's nobody checking that. You can say whatever the heck you want. And also, like, doesn't really seem to be any moderation of the experiences you make. So one thing that was pointed out to me by somebody is that they've had like some kind of not okay experiences, like school shooting simulators and things like that.
God.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how popular they became, but they're there. You can, as far as I know, they didn't like get rid of them or anything. So Roblox is kind of a no man's land targeted primarily to children. So
How is this not in like everybody's fucking public sphere right now? Like this
because
is so
it's
weird.
kids. I mean, my belief, think about how we treat Fortnite. Ugh, Fortnite, right? We don't really want to take it very seriously. Children's games, what children are playing these days are a lot of free to play games. They can't really afford to get a PS5 and $70 games anymore. So these games are all free to play, but then they also have that you can pay money to get all the add-ons. So the Robux, the whatever the V-Bucks, I guess is called Fortnite, and Minecraft, all that stuff. So it just kind of goes, I think, under the radar because it's not serious gaming. It's like mobile gaming not being taken seriously. I think it's very similar. Also, with Roblox, to be fair, they just recently went public. So this information is now public knowledge with stocks and stuff like that. You can buy and trade stocks now with Roblox, which was not the case like less than a year ago. So I think it just also was under the radar that way. But yeah, hopefully that won't be. Yes, Stolvik, that's right. There was a recreation of that shooting, the Christchurch shooting. I did. That was what I was thinking of. Actually, was that particular one?
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's crazy.
I kind of freak out when I know my kids play it because I thankfully a lot of parents are trying to kind of watch their kids, and I also work with a lot of kids that don't really like to talk and chat. But I mean, there's a real risk of meeting some pretty creepy people on that, and you wouldn't know. There's just no real safety net for it. So yeah,
I don't see anything about moderation except for the age. So that's what's interesting. So if you have an account that it's like 12 years or under, they have that moderation. But anything over 13 and under, it's free for all. That's all I see. It's free for all.
Yeah, that's I don't know if you've met a 13-year-old lately, but
one thing why I don't want kids.
Right. I love working with kids, but I don't know if I want to raise a kid in this environment these days. Ugh. But yeah, so just something to put on y'all's radar. Help the kids. just be aware. I'm sure some of this is gonna blow up soon. So I hope it does.
Any of us have kids, so
no. I just
not that I know of.
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. Like I said, I would not have known about this if it weren't for the fact that I worked with kids and that this is a common thing that comes up. So,
yeah, pretty much. All right, that's very interesting news. Being a parent sucks. Period.
Yes, it does. It does. I kind of working with parents can be probably the worst part about my job. I love kids. Parents can sometimes be really frustrating. At the same time, I have a lot of empathy for parents because holy shit.
We didn't grow up with fucking phones that had cameras.
Right.
And happy horse shit. So
I didn't get a smartphone.
I came out of the tail end of that. Like
I didn't get a smartphone until college, Like, I cannot imagine trying to give my 10-year-old a smartphone these days.
I had a
right?
I had a smartphone going into high school, but it was so new back then. No one cared about dick pics.
Right.
No.
Well, they didn't have the
we
fast.
Didn't have pictures on our
Not really.
phones.
Not very. Or
did.
it was a very
us.
limited amount. Yeah, that's true. I guess I'm talking with Lloyd and I are not that far apart, but yeah, it was limited storage, really.
Yeah.
By the time I think the big thing. Sorry, I was gonna say something, but I completely just blitzed. Sorry, I was just gonna say also social media was super new. You had MySpace, but that was dying. Facebook was big, and then Twitter came out. Nowadays, kids in social media, it's TikTok has maybe been the only consistent one, but other than that, social media platforms come and go with these kids. It's crazy to me. There's so many that I've never even heard of. And they're just there, and then they leave, and then they go find a new one.
Please tell me none of them were on fucking Parler.
I never heard of one on Parler. No.
Okay.
No.
Then you have a good set of kids.
Yeah, I had one kid that I think would have been on Parler, but I don't work with him anymore, so it's fine.
You guys are aging me. I haven't had any pictures on my cell phones. I just had ACI, whatever tag art. Work with the 8-bit stuff anyway.
Yeah, my phone,
Pixels.
I had a Pantech freshman year of college. I was a little behind. Like I had like a Nokia in high school when one of my friends had a BlackBerry, and like her having a full keyboard was like, whoa, like that was big.
Well, I got the first generation Sidekick with I think it was when they first came out with 2G.
Yeah.
And you still had to fucking email pictures to people because the text messaging wouldn't actually send anything above 2 megabytes. So
learning the phone keyboard, the number keyboard. That was always fun.
And then trying to find a way to turn off swipe because it was so bad back then.
Anyway, let's see. Next, that went way off topic. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, Blizzard Overwatch team vows to change Jesse McCree's name in Overwatch. Why? Because stupid fucking developers.
Jesse McCree sucks. I said it. He's one of the bad apples. There's a lot of bad apples on Blizzard. Anyway, I think Lloyd can speak a little bit more to this, but Jesse McCree was a name on the team.
Can't remember. Well, he was part of the original Overwatch team. Then he moved to be director of, I think, Diablo 4, where he worked as a head dev on Diablo 4. I can't remember specifics of what job he got fired from, but he was fired earlier this month. And then now the Overwatch team, because this looks like a post from the Overwatch team and not corporate, saying we're changing Jesse McCree's name, which is good. We're delaying all of the stuff that we're going to release because it featured Jesse McCree a lot. So it's like, okay, I understand you have to fucking change names and shit.
Yeah.
And then here's this free-for-all map that no one's going to play. So, like, it's bittersweet. I'm happy they're changing the name. I just wish, like, Overwatch and Blizzard would start just, like, giving us content. Like, I understand you're in a lawsuit.
Did it really bother you? Like, I did not even know anything about the name or anything until now. So did it really bother you?
Personally, no, because I can always differentiate art from the artist, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. But like, if it helps other people to be able to move on from this or have some closure, I'm happy for them. Change the name. Like, I'm not going to be one of those people who's going to be begrudging, like, why are you doing this? This is stupid. Because I've seen a lot of that shit. Like, just change it. Like, it's not going to hurt my feelings, and it shouldn't hurt that idiot's feelings either. So
yeah, I think I think is kind of the moral of the story here. Obviously, like, was this an important change that needed to happen? No. But I think in some ways the optics, that they had no way around it. You know, that it was just better to do it.
Well, I mean, they could have just kept their mouth shut and not worried about it. That's one way. But then there's always the victims of whoever Jesse McCree sexually assaulted.
Right.
Or whatever. We don't know the actual allegations. I'm just allegedly whatever, because I don't want that motherfucker suing me, because I'll just punch him in his face to give him something to sue me over. So yeah.
What about those Overwatch fans who are diehard lovers of the McCree character, and they name their kids after him, and now they have a kid named McCree?
Well, that was.
I mean, like, look at all those Adolf Hitlers. Like, they fucked up.
I don't know.
Like, I don't
know if that really impacts the fact that they changed the name in the game. I mean, it is. I mean, I don't know. Names in games are not necessarily permanent.
It's like, yeah, kid, I named you after a character in the game, which you don't see. It's named McCree anymore.
I mean, I think that's the risk you take with things like that. Things could change all the time, you know? Makes me think of the people who named their tribe Khaleesi, and now nobody talks about Game of Thrones anymore. So, I don't know. I think that's always the risk you have when you do something like that. I don't think that means they had to keep the name.
The only time you should ever name your kids after a video game is like what Robin Williams did with his daughter, Zelda Williams. Because, like, Zelda's never going to hurt you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, their games are too perfect. You got to pick Nintendo games.
That's true.
Name your kids after Pokemon. Like, that's the best. Yeah.
There's a lot of history, so even a bad game doesn't mean the whole series is screwed.
Yeah, like with Overwatch 1, like you're naming your kid after shit games. So I like that shows more about your parenting skills than it reflects on the game.
I don't know where the name came from. I don't know, man.
So Decibel says the cast star Holly McCree the cowboy. Who knows?
Fair.
Maybe it'll stick. What would you name McCree then?
Probably something Mercer to go after because Matt Mercer's never gonna do anything.
Ouch!
I hope not. Like, fucking don't
let's maybe
make
knock
me a
a
liar.
lot on some wood right now.
I know.
But I mean, he's such a sweet dude. He might be a serial killer, but like he's still a sweet dude.
Well, the good news about voice actors and that kind of stuff is the really, really bad one did have a lawsuit against him. So hopefully that was the only one.
Hopefully.
This just reminded me of something really sad. So I don't know if you guys heard, but down in Brazil, Mercy voice actress was murdered by one of her confidants from a therapy session,
Ooh,
I believe, who thought he would inherit all of her shit if he killed her. And he got caught, and his mom helped him like try to dispose of the body. Ugh. And she's on the run. I haven't really seen any updates on that, but yeah, it's really fucked up, which happened like a week after like the firings and shit at Blizzard.
And to be clear, this is the Brazilian voice actress for Mercy, which is why, like, at first it didn't really hit a lot of news centers. But yeah, definitely thoughts and prayers for the real people who do care about her, as it sounds like not everybody does.
It's scary, very scary.
Pick your friends, people. Pick your friends.
Yeah.
You guys are okay, right?
I mean, I'll only go postal in maybe 5 years, but you guys aren't targets, so
that's good to know.
I have a list.
Okay.
Do not come to our doors.
Steam's 2-hour refund policy forces horror developer into indefinite absence.
This is actually so sad. So I never played the game. I only really knew about this because I saw the original tweet, and I was like, at first I was like, this guy's a little over dramatic, and then because the tweet itself is very over dramatic. I'm not going to make any more games ever again, kind of thing. And I was like, what's going on? So there was a developer called Emika Games, who just recently released Summer of 58. So it's a short horror game. It's about $6 on Steam. It also is released on itch.io, but of course Steam is the big one, right? And as we all know, Steam has a policy of if you have played the game for, I think it was like less than 2 hours, you can refund it. Yes. I think there is like a 2-week period. Like if it's over 2 weeks, you can't do it anymore. So this guy made a game that it was only $6, and so it's a short experience. It's not a super long game. It's a horror experience. And it's actually has a very positive rating. And yes, 2 hours of gameplay. Overall, a very positive rating on Steam. But a lot of really shitty people would buy the game, play it, and then immediately return it, even though they were leaving positive reviews. So he lost money. I'll say they lost money, lots of money. So yeah, I guess the game is 90 minutes long. So, they can get a full refund, and they can't, that there was no real profit for making this game. So they felt very disenchanted with the whole thing. And so, yeah, they made a post that said they're going on an indefinite hiatus from game creation. So I think, whether you agree with how they're reacting or whatever, I do think it raises an interesting question about this blanket policy of 2 hours of gameplay and stuff like that. And whether, does Steam have a place for shorter game experiences like this and what, that kind of stuff. I don't know if there's a right answer for it, but I do think it's an interesting dilemma.
The creator should know that it's 2 hours. Like, at least they should have at least the will to continue on and say, okay, maybe I should make my game even longer.
Yeah, I think it's what's hard is like, sometimes there are very interesting games that are meant to be short time experiences. It's just that usually you see them on things like Itch.io and stuff like that. And so I don't know, I guess it's like, should we have short play games? Or should we, if they're not encouraged to be on Steam, is that right? And even more, like, what if we want to encourage that, should there be a different policy for returns for this way? Because I think what sucks is, like I said, the game is only $6. It's not, we're not talking like a $60 game, but people were still refunding it. So it's just kind of sad.
But like RPGs for $2 that were decent, that were like 40-hour games.
Yeah.
So, and that was not on a sale. That's where my problem is like, I understand how cheap it is, but the fact that it's only a 2-hour experience, like, the reason why that policy is there is so that if you accidentally buy an asset flip, you can just fucking return it. Like, they don't have a curator system where it weeds out these people who are just throwing up games that they're like, okay, I bought Unity in this asset pack, I'm just going to throw some shit into an environment that's already pre-made, and here's your game. Mm-hmm. Like, that's exactly what's happening on Steam. And that's what I thought this was until I actually saw a little bit of the gameplay. And I'm like, okay, yeah, he put a lot of effort into this. But, like, you can't just do something to the refund policy like that just for people like him who make really short experiences when the consumer's still getting fucked in the ass by other developers that shouldn't be developers. So it's on Steam at this point to actually do something, like give protections to people like him, like do it on I can't even think of a piecemeal service where, like, hey, if you want to buy this protection, like return protection, but you can only do that if you actually talk to representatives of Steam, like actually have a department for this for your developers, so that you don't have these asset flippers like calling and being like, hey, can we just not have the return policy? Like, that's something I could see actually working for Steam, but Steam would have to put in the effort and spend the money to develop a department that actually does this for developers.
Yeah, Steam insurance, that would be interesting to do. I never thought of it that way, but that is an interesting thought. I know Decibels mentioned kind of what I think was probably one obvious thought is, should there be a percentage tier dependent on playable time? Now, of course, there could be, I think part of the reason they don't do that is there's that risk of developers putting in improper time, so that, for instance, if you have like I'm not saying this guy did this, but let's say that they, hour and a half game and they say, hey, if you have a longer game, you would want a shorter time. So like you say that your game's only 5 hours and it's actually 40 hours, then that would make that would cause some fraud issues with the percentage tier depending on playable time. But I don't know. I'm not sure what that would look like either, because you get to a certain amount in 90 minutes. What would be a tier of that? 15 minutes?
Well, and I don't even know if this game has like cards with it, because cards are a huge thing where like you return the game, you lose the card sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Or the achievement system. Like, a lot of people go for achievement hunting. If it has a bunch of fucking achievements, like, no one's going to return that either. So there are little caveats that kind of help you out, but I don't know if he implemented those or not.
Right. I also wondered, and this might be a silly question, but does Steam not, I guess it doesn't. I was wondering, does Steam have a way of checking, like, you finished the game, or at least you finished a run through of the game? I'm wondering if it even like
I don't think so.
Like, I understand it may not be the easiest way to do that, but there could be a way for developers to put something in their games where it's a flag that's like, you can obviously keep playing or play again, but you have reached the end of the game. Because I imagine something like that, if there's a way for Steam to tell, like, well, no, you play. It's like when you finish your food at a restaurant and demand a refund, right? you finish the plate. I don't know. I don't know if like that would be something also that developers could do to kind of, or that Steam could implement too for something like this.
There are some back end analytics like time played and shit like that. I don't know if you can specifically use the Steam API to ping Steam servers to be like, hey, this person got to the. Well, they actually do because of the achievement system.
The achievement system. It's true.
Yeah. So, like, if the dude's using the achievement system, like, that's something Steam should fucking do. Like, if you get to, like, the end of the game, like, on the achievements, you can't return it.
Can't return it.
That would be a great way to fix this.
That would be,
that's cheap. Like, just put that flag in there. Like, that's just a little bit of code.
It's true. And, the developers can, that just means the developers need to put in achievements, which whatever. Most of these, like, small indie games just have fake achievements anyway. Like, I've played visual novels on Steam. Their achievements are all, like, you passed chapter 1. But that's what they're there. That's what they could be there for. So you just kind of ping Steam, hey, when someone gets this achievement, and you could have some weird douchebag that's like, I played on, like, right before that achievement, but at that point, if you're so particular, then fine, just fucking refund the game. But, from there, I think that would probably be an easy way to do it. Decibels is asking, with the trophy system that PlayStation has, if you refund a game, do you keep your trophies? I don't know. I've never refunded a game on PlayStation.
I've had one game, not on PlayStation, but on Steam, where I lost my achievements.
For refunding a game?
Yeah. But it was like only 2 things. Like, oh, you fucking booted up the game. Cool. That's an achievement, apparently.
That's true. They all have weird stuff like that.
That's going to open up a lot of can of worms if you actually really think about it. But for some people, it's probably just going to go on without even like a wink to this. So.
Yeah, it's not a systemic issue. Steam's not give a shit about this dude, and I don't blame him for not doing so because he's not making any money for him.
It sucks. It totally sucks.
But
I do agree. I just haven't, and maybe I just don't know enough. Like, I'll be curious to see like what this turns into. Like, maybe this happens more often than we think. But I do also know that those crappy games that you're describing, that's just assets put together, slammed, and then sold for $5 on Steam. Especially during October, they try to make really bad horror games. Happens all the time, so.
Quick, Lloyd.
Oh, yeah.
What did I do?
Ban that person.
Ban the person now.
Anyway, we'll talk about it.
We'll be talking about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Anyway, next up, obviously there's a lot of things going on with Steam that maybe will come into play if the devs come up to it. That's for sure. It has to be the devs to say something.
Oh yeah, we just need to we'll be curious to see how that goes.
Exactly. All right, so I tagged Lloyd on this one. Flaming Hot Cheetos and Mountain Dew. Are you going to test it on stream? Hello?
I'm trying to ban this person and it's not working.
You banned him. I see it here. You banned him. Yeah, you did.
Okay, it's saying this user does not exist to ban.
Well, it's weird because you banned them an hour ago.
Oh, scary.
Hold on. Let me see.
Oh, scary.
Okay, well, they're not on my list right now, so I don't know what happened.
Oh, scary. Even.
Okay.
I just...
Well, I keep... Yeah, because an hour ago you already banned them, so I don't know why it said that they followed. Maybe Streamlabs is effing up.
I even put the exclamation point at the end. It's like, what are they doing? Like, is Twitch behind the fucking raids?
Maybe.
Kooky, is Bezos the one doing the hate raids?
Yeah, you're right. It does have an X.
Really? I can't say anything about Big Boss, yo. Oh gosh, everyone in the chat. Is it an I or is it a capital L?
Well, the thing is I think that exclamation point is just what they do in Streamlabs. I'm trying to see when people follow, like, what that looks like.
Probably was old. Who knows?
Yeah, it was fucking Streamlabs just catching up. It's like, oh, you gotta follow.
Yeah. Thanks, Streamlabs. Anyway, we'll talk about that scary thing later.
Lloyd.
Yeah, I'm not drinking Mountain Dew that tastes like Flamin Hot Cheetos. Like, whoever thought this was a good idea needs to get kicked in the nuts, because it has to be a dude. Only a
Of
dude
course.
can fucking make something this fucking vile.
Yeah,
This
no
is like
offense, dudes.
fucking the Tillamook Kraft mac and cheese ice cream. Fuck you. Like, why? Why are you making these things? These aren't good. Don't do it. Fucking Sour Patch in my Chips Ahoy. Go fuck yourself. No. Don't do this shit anymore. No one wants it. We're not all weird hormonal teenagers that eat anything because we don't care about our body.
Did you try
Ugh.
the Flamin Hot Cheetos mac and cheese, by the way?
That might actually be dope.
I mean, it's everywhere, so why not Mountain Dew then?
What? I don't eat weird shit. The last weird shit thing I ate was the Double Down, and I fucking loved it. Like,
Oh my
I
god.
loved it too much that I'm
Wait,
like,
the what?
oh,
The Double Down.
Which one was that?
the 2 pieces of chicken from KFC with bacon and cheese in the middle of it with no bun. Like, it's
Ugh.
like a heart attack. But
Got
was,
it.
like, yeah, it's fucking delicious. Like, it
Oh my gosh.
has this sauce that's like mustard and kind of Thousand Island. It's just
Of course, it's Thousand Island, which is one of the like most unhealthy salad dressings ever. Oh my gosh.
Darkflix says, what about bacon Mountain Dew? Would you try that?
no. Like, why? Why don't mix Mountain Dew with stuff? Mountain Dew already tastes bad.
Wait.
Like, it tastes like caffeine with like orange juice. Like, I just ugh.
Wait, there's a Mountain Dew seltzer?
Guess so. I've never been much of a Mountain Dew drinker. The one time I had it gave me a migraine, so I don't drink it again, but I also don't drink it anymore. Thank you, Decibels, for subscribing. We appreciate it.
We gotta do like a Mountain Dew stream or something.
Do I remember the bacon craze? Yeah, I remember the bacon craze. It was also ridiculous. I always also just laugh when there was the bacon craze and people were making fun of pumpkin spice lovers because I was like,
It's pumpkin spice everything. Well, anyway, I'm interested in this Mountain Dew seltzer that Ralkner says, so I'm gonna probably try that one.
that sounds dangerous.
See, the one Mountain Dew that I really liked was Voltage, but the only reason why I liked it is it mixed well with vodka. Like, 'cause you couldn't taste it, and it's like, oh, I could drink like a 2 liter of vodka and fucking Voltage all night long.
Oh my gosh.
So-
Good stuff. Good stuff. All good, Ralkner. I'm gonna try the black cherry one. Yes. That's
Pepsi plus
hardcore.
coffee. Oh,
They did Coke and coffee. Have you tried that? That's gross.
That sounds gross. I don't like coffee, and I'm not a huge Coke person, so no thank you.
No. Anyway, moving on. We did speak about Fortnite. Martin Luther King Jr. is actually in Fortnite.
Yes, so they're doing it's not a competitive game, and I don't play Fortnite much, so there's not really much I can say about this. I just thought it was interesting. It's more just an experience. Players are going to be transported to Washington, D.C. in 1963, and they're basically kind of showing an event of I Have a Dream speech. I'm not exactly sure why now. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is in January. It's usually the second Monday or third Monday I think it's the third Monday of January. But they just apparently Fortnite wants to do a thing where it kind of tells like historical stories through their Fortnite creative mode.
Yeah.
So it's not the competitive aspect, it's that.
It's
So.
the anniversary of the March of Washington.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
stupid. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. So I should
No,
have
you're good.
researched that a little better. So that's why they're doing it. I don't know. This is one of those things where it's like cool, but I also feel like there's a lot more to MLK's story that I feel like gets really easily covered up.
well, the cool thing about this too was this was developed by 3 Black developers, so
Okay.
it's like their community is trying to make this for kids, basically, and I think this is great for them.
Yeah.
It's really weird of me to say don't throw it down their necks, but just give them access to it, because the history things from Ubisoft's shitty game Assassin's Creed that I don't like, they did a whole like museum thing with
Yes.
Odyssey and Valhalla. Those kinds of things are really cool, and to be honest, like if I was teaching history and we were on the MLK thing, I would boot up Fortnite and be like, hey, we're going to play Fortnite today and get all these kids that are in this class fucking hyped for this shit. So
Yeah.
more things like this where it actually talks to kids at their level, I am in favor for. Just don't make it the entire game. Like, seek out experiences like this, because if you're going to make it the entire game, it's going to be like the Mario educational things that we hated when we were kids, or the Mavis Bacon typing bullshit.
Yeah.
No one liked that crap.
What? I did.
Well,
I don't.
I liked it, but it was cheesy and stupid, if that makes any sense. I hated some of the dialogue they had to type in Mavis Bacon. Is just, why?
Mavis Bacon was my jam in 5th grade. I was so good at those things. No, but it's in Fortnite Creative, which is a offshoot of the Fortnite game. So it's not going to be part of the main game at all. It's through Fortnite Creative, and I just saw in chat from Decibels that apparently they're going to disable emotes during it, which is probably for the best.
I was gonna
To be
say,
honest.
what do you guys think about the emotes that are being done in front of?
I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, why didn't you disable that to begin with? I'm glad you disabled the weapons, because that would be fucked up. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Yes, Mavis Bacon. Yes.
I had to actually look it up because I couldn't remember, but yeah, Mavis Beacon.
Bacon.
I did hear bacon
whatever.
too.
I think I accidentally said
I
bacon.
think
'cause
I
heard
said
bacon.
it twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have other articles in here which magically appeared. This wasn't here before
Woo!
the episode.
Man, guys, we got a magic changing format. I love it.
It says former Valorant pro wins gold in swimming at Tokyo 2020 Paralympics. Very, very cool.
That's awesome.
What the fuck? Why are they so talented? Why?
So that's amazing. That's so cool.
One person cannot be this fucking talented.
Right? Like, come on.
I hate it. Like, I mean, not that I hate it. I love it too at the same time. Like, I watch Valorant not TikToks, Instagram stories, and I feel like this is my only way of connecting to video games nowadays. It's just watching plays of Valorant on Instagram or any video game clips. That's all I watch. But
See, I see a lot of that shit off of like Xset because I started following them because Aaron.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we love you, Aaron. Next article here says Overwatch cancels all its in-person playoff events, which kind of makes sense, especially with the Delta variant coming out.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's because of COVID, or is it just because of visas?
True.
So I think it's because of visas.
True.
I mean, that's related to COVID.
True. True.
So it's COVID.
Now, when other countries are like, yeah, you guys are too sick. Pieces of shit. Clean your shit up. Take a vaccine. And then half of us are like, no, vaccines are bad. They give us cancer.
We'll just take, what's it called? Invecture. Have you guys heard about this crap? It's
No.
horse.
Ivectin. Oh, yeah.
Ivectin, horse deworming that people are just taking now because Fox News talked about it.
I tweeted at one of those pieces of shit that was
geez.
named themselves after the thing. I'm like, you are the dumbest piece of shit on the planet. And I hope you got the apple flavor. Like,
The cases of poisoning from it in Texas are up 550%. Now that's because before it was like 6 cases to now like, you know, almost 100 cases, but still, like what?
yeah, like
Oh my god.
I personally wish there was a clause in like the Hippocratic oath where it states if someone takes cow and a horse dewormer, you can deny service because they don't, like, they're too stupid. They're too stupid to know what you're doing to them.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
Dude.
Decibels go. If it's good for the horse, it's good for me. So it's
Oh, man. Anyway, hopefully Overwatch League players are not taking horse deworming. Instead, they're just gonna cancel in-person events, which is, yeah, not surprising. Definitely a combination of COVID and visas, I would say.
Yeah.
One more thing on that. There was one dude that I saw on Christopher Titus's Twitter He's a farmer. He's like, the fucking horses hate the taste of that. They won't even take it. They spit it out. How are these people stomaching it?
Oh my god.
And it's hilarious. I'm like, if a horse doesn't want it, why are you taking it?
Gosh, these people don't want to take vaccines because the chemicals, but apparently horse deworming pills are perfectly safe.
Yeah, go shit yourself for like 2 days. Like, good job on that.
My head hurts from all of this. I can't.
Laughing too hard or just like trying to comprehend that much stupidity?
Both.
Let's move on to a more comfortable topic where nothing ever changes. Anyways, you guys see that Skyrim's coming out again?
Again.
Again for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
Oh,
I am
cool.
not surprised. I guess they added some new stuff to it. Like, I guess there's mod stuff, so I guess that's cool, but, you know.
So do we have to
Why
pay
not?
again if we have it already?
Of course you do! How are they gonna get their money? Oh,
Just
man.
asking.
The
'cause
only thing propping up Bethesda right now is Skyrim.
It's
Like, unless they
true.
don't get your dead grandparents to fucking play it, like they're a failure, right? Like, who doesn't own Skyrim right now?
Yeah,
Raise of
seriously.
hands.
Yeah, raise of hands. Although I am tempted to buy it again on Steam because I had gotten it for Xbox 360, which I know was a bad idea, but I didn't have a good PC at the time to play it on, so I played it on Xbox. So I am tempted to get it on PC, but
Oh,
that's about it.
as Celtic Crow says, I'm salty they didn't announce it at E3. I would have had a bingo.
Yeah, very delayed bingo, that's for sure.
Omega's like, look, Microsoft needs their cut of the Skyrim pie too. And
It's
like,
true. I mean, listen, I think Skyrim is probably one of the games that I have the most hours in. It is one of, like, I really enjoy it a lot. I haven't played it in years because there's too many other things to do. It is probably one of those games, though, if I had it for PC, I feel like I would just go back and play it a bunch. It's a very comforting game for me. It's just, I don't know how to explain it.
I haven't played it. I've actually seen people play it. So what
it's-
is it about this game?
It's aesthetically pleasing for me, at least. I know the graphics are older now, but it's aesthetically pleasing. It's like you're in the wilderness. There's a lot of exploration where, I mean, yeah, it gets a little samey after a while, but you get to see new things. The combat's super easy. The missions are very easy. It's just, I'm not saying that there's not parts of it that are difficult, but like, it's just, I don't know. It's a heavy exploration game that just feels pleasant. So I enjoyed it a lot. I like to kind of explore and discover all those things. And as you get a lot more money, it just becomes easier and easier to do stuff. And there's always kind of more things to see. So I don't know. It's a very comfortable game for me. So I really like it.
have you ever played an Elder Scrolls or Fallout game? Because they're kind of similar.
Yeah, that's true.
One's guns and nuclear warheads, the other one's
Yeah.
rolled dawn and bears.
Yeah, truly, the only reason I haven't played really much Fallout, nothing against the games themselves, it's just not an aesthetic I care for. I don't really care too much for like nuclear Fallout aesthetic. It's just not my apocalypse. I like my fantasy in the mountains and find pretty lakes underground kind of thing. So that's why I got into it.
I love our chat right now. You guys keep me funny. Anyway,
the problem with Skyrim is the character models do not look particularly attractive, which was a huge thing people were pissed about. So there's a lot of mods.
yeah, I can see that. Like, I'm seeing breasts in the chat. That's all I see right now.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Oh, that reminds me of something on Facebook
no.
Gaming.
Oh,
So-
no. What about boobs?
Yeah. So apparently in Facebook Gaming, there's a TOS against like nudity and shit like that. But when I went on to Facebook Gaming to watch Robbie one day, because he started doing that, all of the top 5 streamers that it had for me were people who were playing nude mods of either RE2 remake or RE3 remake.
Wait,
And
what?
that's what they were saying. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like, and I mean full frontal nudity. So like cutscene, there's just a Vajaj right there, and she's fighting a zombie, and it's like, oh, okay. So this is okay on Facebook Gaming, but if you did this on Twitch, ooh.
Jesus. Facebook gaming is weird.
I mean, I always get, hey, go watch this on Facebook Gaming, but I always like skip through it. Like, I don't know why I always get like the bus simulator stuff. World's most dangerous road.
That's so
I've gotten
funny.
that a lot lately too. It's so weird. I like some of these games. It's like, where did you find this? Why are you playing this?
Yeah.
Or there was one where like there was 5 other people, all streaming the same thing but different character models of them playing Red Dead Redemption and like pulling this crocodile across the railroad tracks and just running for like 2.5 hours. It's so fucking weird. Like, I don't understand it.
Facebook Gaming is really weird. Like I said, I was watching the bus. There was a recommended bus simulator one. It's a girl. She actually has a wheel. But I'm like watching the gameplay and the way she turns. I'm like, it's not connecting. So who the fuck is actually playing? And obviously she has all the cleavage. So she's basically just playing just regular cleavage.
Hey, listen.
I'm like, okay.
Respect the hustle.
I get it, but play the actual damn game, please. I mean,
I know.
Great tits, but I want to see good gameplay. Please.
Yes,
exactly.
Exactly.
You can yes. Let me see the good tits.
That's all
while
I
the
care.
game's playing.
I want good gameplay with it too.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh man.
Make me more interested in you other than tits.
Doesn't work with everybody.
No, it doesn't. Okay, that was totally random.
Sorry, like it just reminded me.
We already had a boobs episode. That was
well, we can have 2. There's always 2 boobs.
We'll think about it. There could be more. Well, that means Sarah has to show boobs too.
Let me get my pushed-up bra, I guess.
Atari denies it is owned by Soulja Boy. Why? Because Soulja Boy tweeted out. Soulja Boy said, "I own Atari, the first rapper to ever own a video game company." Obviously,
Soulja Boy, stop. Soulja Boy, stop. No.
No one bought your Game Boy. No one bought your bullshit. Like, you made like one good song. Can you shut the fuck up now?
Poor Atari. It just wants to die in peace.
I don't know if it's one. Like, I never really listened to Soulja Boy because I didn't really like his music.
I just know that song. That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that like the name of the rapper was Soulja Boy. I just thought that was the name of the song. So.
Yes, that
was the whitest thing I ever heard you say.
Just stick around, folks.
Oh, jeez. Atari's not gonna go anywhere. There's supposed to be like a Atari casino hotel supposed to be opening up here in Las Vegas soon. So I'm. Damn it, Thomas. So sorry, asshole. Now. So I definitely want to check that out. Just because my dad's even excited about it, which is kind of interesting. The Atari's not gonna go anywhere, but yeah, Soulja Boy, no, you're not owning it.
he just said, yeah, I signed 2 deals with Atari. He just flat out lied.
I mean, once you're a celebrity, you can just lie. Remember?
Whoo! So that's gonna be interesting. But yeah. We know the CEO of Atari is a dream. This is their tweet, I guess, from Atari. We know that CEO of Atari is a dream job, but that honor belongs to Wade Rosin.
Burn.
Burn.
Exactly.
That's just strange. Oh, Soulja Boy.
140 million Atari cryptocurrency. Why would you buy Atari cryptocurrency?
There's like nothing going on with Atari besides a casino and hotel coming up.
How do you get 140 million cryptocurrency? What was that worth? Like $10?
I mean, like Bitcoin used to be a fucking penny each, and I kicked myself every day for not buying it when someone offered it to me.
How could you have known? I mean, it could have also been completely off. There's so many cryptocurrencies that are flops. Finally, NFTs are finally going out of style, I hope. So that would be great.
The Venmo app has a whole
Yes.
whole tab of just cryptocurrency, and I'm like,
I know.
get this off my Venmo app.
PayPal's been trying to get me to invest in crypto, and it's like, I don't want to give you my social security number for cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
You already have my banking information. That's enough.
Exactly. They're trying to sell digital Marvel comics as NFTs now.
Ugh,
Says
damn it. I was hoping we were
That's
out of the
gross.
NFT thing because I thought it finally imploded on itself, but
Well,
whatever.
GameStop's trying to
It's
get
gross.
into it a couple months back, but I
Oh,
don't know if that ever
WWE
took off.
advertised it during SummerSlam last
Yes. DeviantArt, by the way, apparently has a feature now to try to combat this because one of the biggest issues with NFTs is they are often stolen art. Apparently, DeviantArt is trying to do a thing where it actually auto detects if artwork you've posted on DeviantArt has been turned into an NFT. So that's really cool of DeviantArt. I hope they continue that. Anyway, NFTs suck. Don't support them. It's also just worthless.
I had to double check what NFT stand for.
I forget what it stands for.
Fungible token.
Yeah.
Non-fungible token, yes. I was like, is fungible a word?
Tech that
Yeah,
guess
it's some banking word
technobabble.
no one gives a shit about until
Like,
it's like, oh, what is that?
It's basically do you guys remember Photo Bucket where you could upload
Yes.
things and then provide the link? They're glorified Photo Bucket links. Which I mean, kinda.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just linked to a blockchain, which is
Yeah.
just some simple code that just takes your computer a fuck ton of time to actually process. That's all it is. That's
And-
all these currencies are.
yeah. And by the way, just like Photo Bucket, if the original artist takes the art off, now you have a broken link.
Yeah.
So it's pointless and is horrible for the involving cryptocurrency. I guess there's a lot of environmental issues with it. I'm not going to get into it, but it's terrible. So don't do it.
That brings us to our next subject, the RNG Tea coin.
now with
And
99
this
cents.
podcast is going to be an NFT. You can buy it next week when I'm done with it.
All of our we'll just take whatever thumbnail I make, and that's the NFT, folks. It's beautiful. My work is beautiful. Hey, Miguelato's gonna buy 10 of our cryptocurrency. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Okay, they're $100 million each, so I hope you can mortgage your house a couple of times.
I like decibels. They're called sips.
Sips. Oh my god, that'd be great.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Please.
I loved it.
Oh.
Y'all are funny. And that's not even our main topic. Our main topic is about Haas, who was just here. Who just followed our Twitch. So who is this Haas boss of a person?
Well, they are a start of hate raids that have been going around on Twitch. My wife has been subjected to. Someone needs to tell me in the chat because I haven't been online when they happen, but I know it's been at least 3, if not 4 of these.
I
and
know
what?
I've been there for like at least 3 of them.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
it's
there's
fucking insane.
It's awful. So what they are is you basically, I don't know the back end coding, but someone basically creates a bunch of bot accounts that follow your Twitch stream and then usually have some kind of a spam message. And the problem is obviously the spam messages are often horrific things. And the reason, that it's not just easy to block them is because what they do is obviously Twitch has their own filters and you can add blocked terms, for obvious things, such as horrible racial slurs and stuff like that. But these bots basically, because Twitch has access to several kinds of alphabets, not just, the English alphabet. Well, I shouldn't even say the English alphabet, but not just, whatever this alphabet is called. I can't think of the name, but several other types of alphabets that have similar looking letters. So, for instance, what's his name? Critical. He was the guy who he got like hate raid when he was the PogChamp guy. I can't think of his name. Critical something. I feel like he showed an. I can't. Maybe I'm not getting that right. I don't know why I keep thinking the ring. Sorry, Critical Bard. Thank you, Dolphic. It is critical. Okay, I'm not crazy. Critical Bard. He showed an example on Twitter where someone put a bot raid that was the N-word, and it was done with the Cyrillic alphabet. So good luck trying to block that, because there are so many permutations with all of these alphabets and letters to make whatever kind of word you want. That's not like you can just block them all. Obviously they are, it's obvious who they're targeting. Callie's been targeted several times because she puts the word trans. She has a trans tag on her Twitch streaming and stuff like that. So they have their targets, and yeah, it's awful, and they are incredibly difficult to scrub. The good news is a lot of other Twitch streamers are reaching out. So we all know about Haas. Thankfully that was information that I gathered from Twitch earlier. I think Lloyd did too. So we were able to get rid of him. And so all these like names are popping up that we know, okay, get rid of them before it starts. But otherwise, like, Twitch needs to do something. This is not okay.
There's also another resource that we could possibly use where it tracks bots throughout. Like, it's not actually tracking bots, but it's just tracking how many different Twitch streams this one person is in. And if they're in more than like one or two, you know they're a fucking bot. So like, just start banning all bots in your chat.
Yeah.
Like, I'll provide a link in our Discord at some point. And just look up all the names in your chat, like at the start and at the end, and just get rid of these things. That way you can better protect yourself against these kinds of things. Granted, I know it's kind of shitty to get rid of like Electrical Skateboard or a couple of the other ones who haven't really been a part of this, but are just like still kind of creepy taking in information through their bot. So like, just be careful with it. Like, it's just something that you need to be vigilant on, because Twitch isn't.
Yeah. Hot girl from Oregon, who's in our Twitch chat right now.
Oh shit, we have the hot MILF again?
Yeah. Oh man, go us.
But yeah, so link us the thing that you were talking about, Lloyd. Sorry, I'm like blank because I'm staring at hot girl from Oregon. If you're gonna say something,
are you real?
Or Joe 420 Biden.
Joe's real. I know who that is.
Okay,
they're real. They're real. They're legit.
Why haven't they said anything? Okay, lemon berry smoothie. I see you.
Lemon berry smoothie is always around. We don't know who you are, but you're always around.
Omega Wiltaw, I see you. But yes, please be careful if you do Twitch. Make sure.
Yes.
And that link is courtesy of Dark Flux. He's the first one that I ever saw actually use it. And I think Noobzor probably turned him on to it. I don't know who, but thank you both for actually giving us that resource to actually protect ourselves from this kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. So that's twitchinsights.net/bots if you are listening, just in case.
For those of us who stream, unfortunately, we're still trying to figure out regular streaming. Hopefully I'll be able to at some point once I get an actual new microphone that doesn't pick up Callie's streaming. But September 1st is a lot of people are trying to do basically a protest. So it's a day off Twitch. So a lot of streamers are dedicating to not be streaming on September 1st, which is a Wednesday. There's obviously been a little bit of some disagreement about this, but whatever. It's a choice. It's not a mandated thing, obviously. The reason we're all kind of laughing is we haven't really talked much about the Asmongold controversy or whatever, but he came out and like was all, no, there's no point to this, which whatever. I mean, it sucks, but I'm not going to try to force somebody to join. But anyway, for those people who stream, or even if you watch Twitch streams, that would be a really helpful way to participate. Is not tune into Twitch on September 1st and see if Twitch will take some of this stuff a little seriously. That would be good.
And yeah, I hope this actually does something though. Like,
I know.
But someone brought up in Nate's chat a couple days ago when we were talking about this, an interesting thing. Like, this might happen and then Twitch is going to immediately roll out some new features to try to make themselves look good. And I kind of hope that is the outcome, but it's kind of shitty
show
the way they're doing
the
it,
boundary,
if that makes any sense. But
for sure,
hopefully something does happen, and I'll support whoever does this. Like, I'm not going to stream that day, and I probably won't even get on Twitch that day.
No.
Like, just go play games, get away from all this toxicity, just be dark, even be dark on Twitter. Like, just fucking unplug for the entire day, forget about this bullshit, come back, and let's see if we can actually do something.
Yeah, because this is not okay, and there needs to be a better method of dealing with stuff like this. You know, there are some protections we can do, but it sucks. I don't want to do a sub only chat, right? Like, who wants to do that? So, but oof.
I mean, we could do that right now. So, Cammy Blade, Kai, Thurlow, you better get subbed right fucking now, Omega. No.
I am going to ban Hot Girl from Oregon because they are a bat.
She might be fun. Like, every time I go to these websites, they say there's hot MILFs in my area.
Well, because they are in the top 3. Like, I just went into Twitch Insights, and they're number 3 on the list, as is Commander Root, which I feel like we get a lot. We get a lot of Commander Root, but whatever. Did I do this right? I don't know if I did this right.
It's slash ban then their name.
Slash ban?
Not exclamation.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, from a corporate, I hate being the corporate standpoint, just the resources of Twitch. That's my only standpoint on it. I don't know how many people they have on Twitch, or like devs and moderators or whatnot, especially how big Twitch is becoming, and every day is becoming bigger and bigger. It's hard to get in Twitch, by the way. So I don't, maybe that has to be a thing. Maybe they are listening and they're just trying to get into it. So that's all I can say.
Well, yeah, I don't expect Twitch to.
It can't be like an immediate response. Like, I'm pretty sure that they do see it. It's just taking the time to do the research and diving deep into, you know, the data, what they see. Yes, there's screenshots, etc., from several Twitch streams, especially like Callie's, but they do have to have that data and try to trace it somehow. So that's all I'm saying.
And then they might also be looking into possibly figuring out who's like doing this shit and trying to stop it from that end too. Like, there's a lot of options Twitch has, but they can't really say anything publicly until something's really concrete, because you really don't want a corporation gaslighting you into like, well, we're doing this, and then it doesn't happen, something else happens. Like, I totally understand that. Because that would be detrimental to their business model to be like, hey, yeah, we fucked up, but like, we can't like fix this.
Right. And what Dolvik said, I think that makes sense too. I think the hashtag Twitch Do Better campaigns are, because they haven't released any statements that feel supported enough, at least right now.
Yeah.
So
right.
That makes total sense. So, anyway, that's just from the corporate standpoint. I can't say anything else. Dang it! There are stuff that I can't say and stuff that I can't say.
We rely on your corporate prowess. Help our voices be heard.
Boo.
Tell Daddy Bezos.
No.
Tell him to get out of his fucking spaceship and fix this.
He's back already, by the way.
He's been back for a while.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Thought he was gonna live there.
If only.
No. Speaking of detrimental to their business, certain ex-streamers suing Twitch. Who's suing Twitch right now?
Oh God, please tell me it's like Poseidon or something like that.
I don't know.
Piece of shit.
There's a lot of people this could be. Dr.
Oh,
I was going to guess
right.
Dr. Disrespect, but I thought that was a dumb guess. I should have just said it out loud. I mean, like,
No,
Dr. Disrespect?
It makes sense.
we still don't know why he got banned. Like, that's the funny thing about it. I've been
that's
so
right. We
curious
still don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. How come there's like no guesses? Come on, man.
Oh, they did? What?
Oh.
Oh, what? Okay, chat, you gotta explain this.
Come on, chat. We gotta get the deets.
Yeah, spill this fucking tea.
I don't think it doesn't even say anything.
I don't know.
Oh, just to the doc. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Fucking make that public. Fucking tell us.
Tell us. Do a tell-all.
Yeah.
Where's the Information Act? I know it doesn't apply here, but come on.
Oh, this is just 2 days ago, so yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess
Fresh.
it's too soon.
Sort of fresh. So.
Yeah, spilling that tea.
Only here at RNG Tea.
Exclusive. Why Dr. Disrespect? You should name the podcast that.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Let's not
No.
and pretend that we didn't. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. But yes, please stay safe on hate raids if you are on a stream where a hate raid happens. I know there's not much you can do, but just kind of being patient with the streamers who are dealing with it is always the best helpful way, and just staying there until they're gone. So,
and to be honest, like, moderation teams on these kinds of like streams are needed. Like, I commend Kai and Dolvik and Malkyria and all them for Callie's stream, and Robbie. Well, Robbie doesn't get hate raids. I should probably start doing that for him.
Yes.
But no. Yeah, you guys are fucking the lifeblood of the chat. Just fucking know that you're loved and keep doing what you're doing. Like,
hearts. Let me do tea hearts.
We need more mods in our chat.
I mean, we don't stream,
We
so
don't
if they're
stream,
gonna
that's the only
hate
thing.
rate us when we're not there, it's like, cool, we got
Exactly.
new followers. Fuck you, people.
Yeah.
True. We do need more streaming here first. Gosh darn it. Come on, Sarah. I'm depending on you.
Excuse you.
No.
Oh.
What
All
should
right.
we stream though? Like,
When or what?
well, we're already past the hot tub meta. Like, what's the new meta?
I don't know. What is the meta?
Like, do I have to wear like band-aids over my nips and like a
Yes.
Speedo now? Or
Yes.
is that like
Yep.
the new
You still
Yes.
need to do that.
Do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, games you can play through and get Steam refunds as decibels. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, Steam refund fucking speedruns? Okay.
Oh my god. The refundables.
That's so terrible. Oh my gosh. No, that's too awful. But that's so funny.
Jeez. Okay, so
I would only do it with like AAA games. I could never do it to like an indie game. My heart would hurt too much.
That would be. I'm that kind of vindictive asshole who would do it for the laugh.
I just can't.
Like,
I can't. My heart.
you should do
I was
it.
also that vindictive asshole who tried to get a fucking refund on a Scott Coppin game that I bought 4 years ago. And I told Steam, it's like, I don't want this bigoted fuck to have my money anymore. Can I have it back? And they
think
said
that's
back,
bad.
no.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think it's like a 2-week limit. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, nah, man, nah.
But yeah, maybe there will be streams coming up soon. I do need to dive back into Final Fantasy 14 Dark Flux Asked. So,
Yes.
need to.
I've been planning on doing some things in September. I just need to get the assets done.
I thought he said he was planning on playing 14. I was like, damn, we did
Oh,
it.
fuck no. Why do people want me to hate play 14? Like,
Because it's entertaining.
Yes.
I already hate played 15, and that broke me. That broke those 2 days. Because the best part of that game was actually fighting fucking Garuda, the crossover event from 14
Oh.
to 15. That was the
Oh.
best part of that fucking game. Like, it had the most continuity in it.
All right. Remember what we said last time? We have to get people to pay for Lloyd to play.
That's true. We need to have a sub. We need
$100
a sub
million.
goal. We need a sub goal. We'll have to decide that. We need a sub goal. I think.
That way I can buy whatever I want afterwards.
Whatever.
Want a
no.
yacht.
No. We're going to make you play Final Fantasy 14. Even if I have to, like, surprise visit you over there and install
Fucking
it for
bring
you.
barbed wire and fucking a clockwork orange, like, eye thing. Play it now or you don't get food for a week.
No, I wouldn't say food. I'd say no weed for a week.
Oh, jeez.
God, you really want me to kill myself, don't you?
No, I just really want you to play. I'll give you the weed for every hour you play. Just feed it to you.
We'll make it 1,000. No. Yeah. No. I know we've had people. Let's see. What would be a good amount for a sub goal for Lloyd to play Final Fantasy 14?
Take away my Pepsi. You guys are mean. What the fuck, Dovet?
Hey, Sassy Pink.
Hi, Sassy Pink.
Let's
make it a goal.
I also have to start a whole new account because I'm not calling
That's
SC
fine.
to get my old account back.
That's
what
fine.
do? You do what you gotta do.
500?
We'll have to figure out the numbers. 500 subs?
No, 500.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I was gonna say, it's a
I was
lot
gonna
of
say no.
Like $5,000, but it's too much.
50 subs.
50 subs. Okay, I think that's realistic. 50 subs. Tales of
Where are
Crows
we
is
at
1
now?
sub.
1 sub. I feel valued. Love you guys too.
We're
I
at 13 right
understand.
now.
13. Okay, so we need to get to 50. We need to put like a thing on
Okay.
our thing. Our thing. You know what I'm talking about. Is this an auction? No, we're trying to get subs. 50 subs, and we can get Lloyd to play.
Yes.
So
Wait, I'll go on a date with anybody in chat before I play Final Fantasy 14. Let's
Too
do that
bad.
one again.
Oh my gosh, too bad. 50 subs. That's it. Right here on the podcast. 50 subs until Lloyd can play Final Fantasy 14. And true, yes, Darkflex, you gotta.
yeah, it's
stream
gonna take
to
some
this.
time to get to this, but
So
it's just in time.
that's actually a great motivation for us to stream because I know I really want to get Lloyd to play Final Fantasy 14.
There we go.
So yeah, we are at 13 subs right now. That makes it 37 to go.
Yes.
That's I think it's doable.
And then Darkflux just fucking gives all of them right now and fucks me over.
Oh my
Beats
god!
my face!
Beats my face!
Oh my god!
Also, thank you for subscribing, Sassy Pink. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, fuck. Stop now, Sassy Pig.
I like this person. You should stick around. We like you.
So Sassy Pink just gifted us 5 subs to Robbie,
Woo!
Omega Waltos, Strife, Lloyd, and Callie, which is very interesting.
Don't say my name. Don't say my name.
Lloyd didn't even sub.
Why would I pay myself?
I mean, yeah, it's a fair point.
All right.
I love a good hate play. Woo!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my
man.
gosh, Celtic Crow gifted another sub to Kai. So, I gotta start making a sub goal, huh? Okay, let's put the sub goal up here.
You're gonna regret this.
I'll put that after. Let's wrap up this podcast. Again, stay tuned to our social media for the next time. We are streaming RNG and Tea podcasts on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. I'm gonna opt out Instagram. It's been a while. You can follow us on social media. My own social media at Kooky Persona. That's KOKY Persona. And Sarah, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter. I almost said Twitch. Don't go there. Go to Twitter under Sarah Skopik, SarahScopic.
And Lloyd, where can they find you so they can just keep bothering you about Final Fantasy 14?
You can forward all your hate mail to Lloyd_RNG on Twitter. That's LLOID, not LLYOD or whatever the fuck. I don't even know if I spelled that other one right or not.
Yes.
God.
And again, we thank you all for staying with us until the last drop. I don't know what happened with this podcast, but it just went everywhere. We'll see you next time.
This episode was produced by Christine Solis, Sarah Skopik, and Aaron Pillen. Please support RNG and Tea by sharing this podcast with your family, friends, and fellow gamers and leaving us a review. Intro music in this episode is by Home and outro music by Stoopy Doken. Check out both these artists and their music at soundcloud.com. RNG Tea and its hosts are solely responsible for its content.